Thank you for allowing me to speak today. I just left the governor's office where I confronted him. His senior staff is as far as I could get on such short notice, but I appreciate the fact that I was able to talk to his senior staff person. Because every week I am on Fox News nationally having to debate anti-gun radicals. The last place in the world I expected to have to show up and debate is my own state capital in my home state of Arkansas, and of all people, Republicans. You see, I was just upstairs, and I noticed upstairs you have this big poster that says, "Know your rights." And guess what was at the top? The right to keep and bear arms. And yet here I am, standing before a majority of Republicans, having to beg and plead for you to please not further restrict our right to self-defense, folks. The reason I went to the governor's office is because I've been up here now for 2 weeks, on and off. 2 weeks. And every turn, I hear rumblings of, this is from fellow Republicans. When I confront my fellow Republicans and say, "Excuse me, you're a Republican. Have you forgotten the platform you're supposed to be representing? We are pro-gun rights people." And every Republican that I have confronted and said, "Why? What are you thinking? Why are you doing this? Why are we having to fight you on gun rights?" You know what I heard over and over again? Well, the governor. So I went to the governor's office today to ask him point blank, "Look, sir, if you are anti-gun, if you are anti-Second Amendment, then why don't you just face up to the people and admit it instead of asking your legislators to do your dirty work for you?" Because let me tell you something, folks, the governor may have your back here, but I think when you have to go back and face the voters, the people who put you in these seats today, you're going to find out that the governor can't vote for them. What has the electorate said about how sick and tired we are in this state of politically correct, political, dirty games? Donald Trump won by a landslide. And let me tell you, even the all-powerful GOP could not save their establishment Republicans who have been doing their dirty work. Donald Trump won. That should speak volumes to you that your electorate is fed up. We are fed up, people. You are not here to do the will of Governor Asa Hutchinson. You are not here to do the will of your personal inclination on this because maybe you have kids in college who are irresponsible, who drink too much and party too much, and you don't want them to have a gun. Well, let me tell you how I feel about that, Jeremy Hutchinson. You tell your son, you be a parent, you tell him, "Son, you don't need a gun, but don't you restrict the gun rights of my daughter." This is my daughter. Guess what? I'm an Arkansas resident. My daughter took the concealed handgun licensing class. My daughter is well armed and well trained. Her dream was to attend University of Arkansas, Fayetteville. Guess what? My daughter is going to a Texas university where her gun rights are not restricted, where she doesn't have to walk around on campus a defenseless victim waiting to happen. Let me tell you something, folks. The governor may have your back here in Little Rock, but he cannot save you from the wrath of an enraged electorate who you will certainly have to answer to. You are a Republican. We have the majority here. We shouldn't be here discussing gun rights issues. This should be a no-brainer. We will not forget this. You vote in support of this amendment in 724, I am going to be your worst nightmare in your district because I'm going to make sure we're doing a roll call vote on this today, and I'm going to make sure that your constituents know who voted.
Mr. Speaker, what's your point?
In support or against this bill.
The guest is threatening the members instead of actually speaking.
Oh, no, sir. No, sir. This is not a threat. No, sir. This is not a threat. This is a
I'm about to whip somebody's ass. Oh, I'm about to whip somebody's ass. Oh, if you don't leave me alone, you're gonna have to send me home, 'cause I'm about to whip somebody's ass.